Hidden away on Lehigh University's Goodman Campus is John Hock's sculpture called Untitled. Perhaps being one of the most seldom seen sculptures amongst Lehigh's art collection, to view Untitled you must venture on a path less traveled that leads to just an open field and this large-scale abstract sculpture. As I visited and approached the sculpture for the first time just a couple days ago, I realized that the sculpture's color had rusted away, and then I began to wonder, why is this sculpture located here, a location where probably most of the Lehigh community hasn't been before, unless they made an effort to. These are some ideas that we will be exploring throughout this video. Before delving into Untitled, I wanted to discuss the artist John Hock. Born and raised in Washington, D.C., Hock has elevated his career of being a sculptor to founding the Franconia Sculpture Park in Minnesota in 1996. Not only does Hock have his sculpture Untitled here on Lehigh's campus, but he has other large-scale sculptures in collections and in public sculpture parks scattered throughout the United States. Hock is known for working in the spirit of constructivism, which is an artistic and architectural theory where the artist engineers their work with tools rather than with a paintbrush. Hock often uses found objects such as used building materials and metal scraps to create new, abstract sculptures. As you view the sculpture Untitled, you can see that it is composed of a few objects. There are 3 steel beams and a hollow cylinder in the center which makes up the base, while 2 halves of a cylinder resemble the bucket of an excavator at the top of the sculpture. When you take a closer look, you can see that every inch of pink paint has been corroded, exposing the rust on the steel sculpture. As you peer into the cylinder, graffiti fills the inside surface made up of etched names, illegible scribbles, and sweet statements like "Janine loves Dan more than anything," dated on September 9, 2008. In 2022, it is evident that Hock's sculpture evokes a sense of abandonment as its age shows, but it is also evident that this sculpture has endured the many changes that have occurred at Lehigh University. From my freshman year in 2019 to my senior year in 2022, I have seen a significant amount of change during these short 4 years at Lehigh. Transitioning from being a high school student to a college student, getting my first year of college cut short because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and going out of my comfort zone to experience new things are to name a few changes that have affected my life. As for Lehigh's 2,355-acre campus, there have been many physical changes that have been completed or in the plans to be changed. Change is necessary in life. It allows you to grow as a person, experience new things, and it can even bring opportunities you were least expecting. I perceive Hock's sculpture to be communicating this idea due to its characteristics of showing its age with steel corrosion, having graffiti, and it being in a secluded location on Goodman Campus. As Untitled stands alone and is the focus in this open field on campus, this sculpture is visual proof that it has experienced these indirect changes throughout the years at Lehigh. As you view John Hock's sculpture Untitled, I invite you to think about a time of change that you have experienced in your life. Did it take you out of your comfort zone? Did it provide you with a new opportunity you were not expecting? How will you contribute to positive change at Lehigh?